I ain't been live in a minute. Gonna let people get up in here if anybody's gonna come in. We just gonna talk about some things. I know y'all. Okay, I don't know y'all. Maybe y'all did. Maybe you didn't see the fight. Let me know when you come in. Did you see it or was your Netflix acting crazy? Let me know. For real, man. It's a laid back Sunday. Real laid back. Whole weekend been laid back. I hope it's been chill for y'all too. For real, for real. But we're gonna give it about another minute or so, and then we're gonna talk about that crazy. It was like a WWE fight, for real. We're gonna get into it. I don't even know how if I'm able to see the chat. I don't know how to do none of this. I'm gonna learn. For real. Y'all know me, I'm just laid back, vibing out, as you can see. No big deal. No big deal. I gotta get some more artwork. I can't wait till people start being like, "Yo, let me send you something." I got somewhere you can send it. If you do art, let me know because I'm trying to fill up that whole back wall with some fly shit. I don't know if we can cuss yet, but let's get into it. Whoever just came in, what up? I can't see chat or nothing. I don't know how this works. So what's up to you? Oh, you bought. They're out of here quick. Let me see. Nah, I really don't know how. Oh, top chat. Oh, I guess I'll see it when people come in and start actually chatting. That's when it'll go down. But if you can hear me or whatever, let me know if you see this. I guess I'll find out after. But yo, that fight, I was excited, like I said, and I put out a video on it. I was excited on the level of good for Mike. You know, we all hear the stories about how he was wilding out back in the day and spending all the money on tigers and his homies and just going crazy, blowing through hundreds of M's. So I'm like, to hear he's going to get a shot at getting 20 in one night again, like it's old school, I'm all for that. I don't care if it's fake. We all knew, come on. If you didn't know it was fake, I mean, you still believing in a lot of fairy tales. You had to know it was a setup for Jake Paul's next fights. They was talking about his next opponents with the people in the beginning. The one dude, he had all the social media following, and hold on. Well, I got my phone tripping. But yeah. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, the dude in the beginning, he was talking about he had all those social media followers, like 152 million, and all he wanted was to fight Jake Paul. I'm like, first of all, I was like, am I watching boxing? Why do I need that stat? Why do I need the stat of this dude's social media followers? I need to find out how many knockouts he's had, how many fights he's had professionally, stuff like that. But this is the age we live in. The undercard, trash, including that women's fight. The women's fight was supposed to be for real, I guess, for a real belt. That was, I was tuned out, man. I just wasn't with it. But I looked up, and the decision on that women's fight, we can all agree, it was just typical boxing. They cheated trying to get a rematch thing set up or whatever. Same with Mike. Went through the whole thing. Everybody was saying he didn't look good. Well, what did you expect? If you expected Mike to come out and look anything like Iron Mike in the 90s, you crazy. You out your dome. I was just looking for him to look as good, maybe as good as he did with Roy Jones, but I don't even feel like we got that. he looked like he shouldn't have took this fight at all. At all. But I feel him. Who's going to turn down? Who's going to turn down 20 M's? Period. Who's doing that? You the richest person in the whole world. If you're just like, well, not really. I mean, but you got a lot of bread if you could just go to that. So I understand him taking it, but and then when he came back after the fight, he's like, this is just a win for me to get in the ring because I could have died before all this. I was like, is it worth it, Mike? And then he played in the end like, oh, I'm gonna try to get at Logan Paul. I'm like, I don't want. I'm boycotting. I did this because out of love for Mike, as far as sitting there through the whole thing, the technical difficulties, because I'm like, I just want to support, and this is an event, and shit, what else I'm doing? So that's why I did that. But if he comes with another one, I'm out. And I would suggest that everybody else do the same thing. Shut it down. That's enough. We love Mike for the trees now, for being positive. Even that interview he gave with the little girl. Did you see that? He gave that interview right before not right before, but like the day of the fight with the little girl, Jazzy. Yo, that was the weirdest interview. I'm like, where are her parents? Somebody should stop this. Because she starts talking about legacy and thinking she'll get a normal answer. And Mike just goes off. He's like, yo, we're all dirt. We're going back to dirt. I'm like, yo, that's she ain't old enough for this. I mean, it's real talk. There was definitely real talk in there, but that's not what you want to feed the kids. You know what I'm saying? So I knew Mike was off from there. I feel like he didn't want to do it, but because of finances, he pushed through. So, and, you know, we got what we got. Well, most of us. Because those technical difficulties, I can't believe that. I'm looking at Netflix crazy. I'm like, y'all be on every day streaming on all that old shit. And then you did the comedy specials. Those went off fine. With this, they're like, oh, there was too many people. It crashed. That was the excuse. I'm like, dog, I guess. I mean, I don't think I pay for mine anyway. It's through the phone service, so whatever. It is what it is. I said if I would have paid like $49.99 or something, I'd have been hot. I'd have been like, I can't even watch this. Wound up watching it on the phone. Whatever. But all I want to say is this. Shout out to Mike. Glad he got paid. Jake Paul, I don't want to hear from you unless it's about that Conor McGregor. Nah, I don't even want to see Conor McGregor fight no more. Like, he be on too much party boy antics. You know what I mean? Way too much to think he's going to just straighten up and get ready for... Come on. I didn't like how he looked all them years ago in the Floyd fight. So I'm cool on that. Let's see Canelo. But Canelo already said he ain't interested. But if Canelo were to sign up, that's the only real fight Jake Paul could have where I'm like, if he win this, you got to give it up. Not an ancient Mike Tyson. That was just nostalgia and a fantasy. It was crazy. So, well, other things going on. Somebody on X or Twitter, as we all call it, they were talking about how this season with the NBA, they're like, yo, I'm not watching. And I was like, I felt alone. When this season was first starting, I was like, yo, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to really keep up. Not so much. Especially after you see what a dud LeBron and Bronny are. I mean, I just like LeBron. I'm a fan, and the Lakers are cool. That's who I put my money on. But this whole thing and then sending them to the G League, he's not good. He's like Shaq's son, and I think I heard Shaq's son just gave it up. And with LeBron, I'm like, how many years of this we gonna do before you give it up, bro, and give it a break? For real, for real. Because it didn't work. It was cool when they got on the court first time together, but even when he hit that shot in Cleveland, LeBron didn't look happy. He looked like, man, this ain't working out how I thought. So you got to handle your candle. Because a lot of people say this was all about his vanity and his legacy and all that. I could see that because Bronny just seems like he wants to be the cool dude. and mess with the chicks, and that's it. And what else would you be doing if you was Shaq's son or LeBron's son? They already paved the way. The only one of them that really gets, well, two of them, they get my respect out of the kids of the legends is Bryce. I think Bryce is really going to do it. That's the one LeBron should invest everything in. He wants it for real, and he's going to show out when he gets on the stage. But, man, what is keep? Anyway, I'll turn this down. But yeah, so Bryce, because he just looks like he naturally wants basketball, and that's what he's on. And Cayenne, Carmelo Anthony's son. And I feel like because you've watched his journey, and even him going to Syracuse, they tried to play like no pressure, and he go where he wants. Come on, that was never in the. He was going there either way. But I think it's going to be a good look. I think he's going to do his own thing, and if he gets a national championship, that's just insane. So shout out to them. I think he's definitely the number one as far as kids who can do their own thing behind their legend parent. You know what I'm saying? And I mean on any level, because even in let's go to acting, Jaden Smith ain't ever gonna be Will Smith. He ain't even interested in that, and that's real. So, and another thing that I saw that was crazy. I seen they said, "What's a music opinion that'd have everybody at you?" And they said, if Jay-Z's whole catalog got erased today, nobody would care. Music would go on. I agree with that, 100%. I haven't listened to Jay-Z in a long time, for real, for real. Say you have. Like, are you really bumping Jay-Z every day? Sometimes nostalgia, you'll just turn him on or you'll just hear him. I'm not saying Jay-Z's bad, but after the allegations and just after time, a lot of that stuff hasn't aged well, especially with him being a totally different person. It's weird. It's like the Beastie Boys stuff. You're listening to all their party ways and days, but these days they're philanthropists and they're totally different people. So I feel like Jay-Z did what he would say he wanted to do. I'm a hustler. He hustled. He came in, he got the bread, and he dipped off. And that's it. So, I mean, shout out to Ho. I'd rather have the money than the trophies, would you? You know, what good is all the rest of it? So, yeah. I just thought that was interesting because so many people will be at your throat about that. Like, how you gonna talk about it? He's the GOAT. Really? Really? Let's be real. Versus right now, Jay-Z versus Eminem. It's gonna get ugly because at a point Jay-Z's gonna cut off and Eminem's gonna keep going because he has current stuff. And let's not do 444. Most people, including Jay-Z fans, hated 444. It was like cool in the moment, but now we look back, nobody's playing that. Say you like 444, you're the biggest Jay-Z fan, you're a whole vendor, officially. You the one. Because that's too much. I'm trying to look at something. Hold up. Yeah. Trying to see this. Y'all see this photo? Yo, people are tripping on this photo, and mostly because of RFK. If y'all don't see, they got the McDonald's lined up, and you know he's supposed to be Mr. Make America Healthy again, but I feel like it's balanced. And being up under Donald Trump, that's all he be doing. When Dana White and Joe Rogan, they said he don't drink no water, nothing but Cokes, nothing but McDonald's. I feel like that's crazy. But if it works for him, like they said, it works for him, then he's more successful than most of us. So you got to let him do what he do. It's like, and are y'all, as it gets closer, are people excited for the Super Bowl? Keep it real. Every year I say I ain't messing with them no more. when they scammed us with Rihanna with her pregnant self and they got her out there doing a two-step and collecting, I was like, what? I was so excited for this. And I thought a new album was, I got caught up in the whole thing. And then what was it like? Usher. Usher, man. Usher was such a disappointment. That was marketing because when we were going into that, I was like, yo, Usher finna kill. Usher finna. It just looked whack. I don't even want to see the tour, the whole thing. And then the allegations again, him and Jay, them allegations, man. I don't care what you say, that hurts things. And I heard from a few people, you need to separate the art from the person. Yeah, I hear you. That's easier said than done. That's way easier said than done. Because it's like, yeah, it just is. Because especially when you got people you love and you start to really put yourself in the shoes, it's like, is the art really that good? Most of it, no. Is this person's movies that fly, their music? No. You know what I'm saying? I still appreciate R. Kelly, but I don't listen to him like that. Like, not even when it's that time. I'm not like, cue up the R. Kelly. Maybe because, and that's getting dated too. So much stuff didn't stand up to time. You know what I'm saying? And like, here's another question, right? This is where it's going to get crazy. With Prince. Prince is a legend because of Purple Rain and some other works, right? But Prince was really, really experimental. Do you feel like at a point Prince lost a lot of people and it just became this little niche crowd? You know what I'm saying? Like now that's what it feels like. Like even when you look at the numbers, like Michael Jackson's numbers feel like they're worldwide. Prince's feel like it's just this little group of people that really mess with Prince. And by little group, I mean like compared to 100 million, like a couple million. And I feel like that's because he decided to do the whole I'm going to do whatever I want, where Michael Jackson fit in some of what he wanted, but he kept it on the path that everybody respected for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You know what else is crazy? Speaking of some crazy stuff, let's get away from that because I know Prince people are going to take my head off. Like, I'm a Prince fan. I know you're in that group. But they're talking about Diddy, locked up Diddy, is in him and his sons wilding now. Wilding. His son's out here on some fake G shit trying to approach Ray J and whoever they think's talking, and especially his little mini me. What's his name? Is it Justin or Chris? Whichever, the one that looked just like him. He's out here the most stepping the shit like he's the biggest stepper in the whole wide world, which is crazy. Because so many people who really know him are like, bro, do you know that you will get done crazy? Your father was the only reason you was allowed any of that action. So, but they're saying Diddy, who's locked up, is in there using his influence and all that to try to get at witnesses. I'm like, this dude don't learn. He don't quit. He really don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. That was some real shit, I guess, when he said it. Because they're pulling up evidence like, bro, we're catching you. I'm like, how crazy, how stupid can you be? Like, that's the wildest thing ever. Because I thought he would at least sit there and chill out, let some things be handled. If he's talking over the phone, try to get some stuff done, but it's not so blatant. It's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And as I'm seeing Young Thug get out, I ain't heard no music yet. They're saying that first day out was him. I don't think it was. I think that was AI because, we're in the age of that. And I don't know, it was confusing because in there he's talking, in the song he's talking about, I'm going to clean it up between Lil Baby and Gunna. But in real life, he did that tweet and delete where he's like, Gunna, stop acting like we friends. You know we ain't friends. And his brother was like, same over here. Which, on Gunna's behalf, it's like this. He already proved. He already got over the hump. He got out of the trouble and then just started turning up. Young Thug, where you at? Whack 100 was like, yo, he got till like Thanksgiving or Christmas for real. He really got to hit the ground running because even that last album, and it had Drake on it, the one where he was locked up, man, duh, straight, it never got no play again. Be real. Young Thug, it's been a long while since he's really had that thing going on, and everybody was checking for him. But Gunna, okay, you a rat. You a rat bastard. So what? That's the biggest thing you could say. In this day and age, nobody cares. This is the generation. Rats live freely. Ain't no code, ain't no ethics, ain't none of that. It's about when was your last hit, how much money you got, how cool everybody thinks you are. That's what's going on. All that other, oh, the ain't none of that, man. You got to be 100 years old talking about codes and streets. Streets is a myth. That shit over. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but for real, if y'all interested in getting me some art to put on that back wall, let me know. Reach out to me because I need to fill that up. Hopefully by next year, but we'll see. But yeah, y'all see this later. Whoever. We'll start getting the chat stuff going when people come up in here or whatever. I just figured I'm like, man, I've been looking at that live button forever. I need to start going live more. For real, for real. So just come hang out with y'all sometimes. Just looking through my phone like everybody else. Don't you get sick of seeing World War III on X? Like for real. Do you get sick of that? Because every day they're like, we're this close to World War III. Man, if we are, we are. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to be the downer like that, but stop with the scare shit. I hate that. Just about everything. Stop with all the scare. And I feel like a lot of that's going out overall. People don't want to be scared. People don't want to, okay, we know it's bad, but what's the solution? What are we going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do about it? I feel like with Elon Musk in there, with Donald Trump, a lot of stuff's going to happen really fast. Because you know that's how he works. He's coming in slashing shit. He ain't waiting for nothing. I'm like, you put him over the budget, well, he's going to be like, all this money on this, we can get this out of here, we can get that. He's going to give himself a lot of money. I think that's where the trickery is about to be pulled off. He about to write himself a blank check so he can take himself or whatever to Mars. Because you know that's what he's been about forever. He's like, yo, I got to get everybody to Mars. It's like, nigga, why? Why is that so important? What do you know? Because he's all about truth and all this. It's like, you don't want to just take us to Mars because you a real nigga like that. And, oh, I want everybody to do good. And I want civilization. Nah, there's something to it. I believe there's something on Mars. Like something for real. Something that he knows he can use to further his vision. You know what I'm saying? Because his vision is crazy. Think about it. He started a flamethrower business in his side time. That'd be some people's crowning achievement. The little thing for him that didn't work. I wanted one of those flamethrowers. To this day, that shit was crazy. And he just did that on a side mission of life. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I think he started PayPal and he's building cars and he got all the robots. Just wow. On Kai Cenat's stream, the Mafia-thon, I thought that was one of them. I was like, damn, Elon got him a robot already? But no, it was this company called 1X. They already got robots for the house. They cost like 24 bands. I'm like, I do want a robot eventually. I feel like it's going to be like your phone. It like down the line, it'll get to that point where it's like, you go in somebody's house, they're doing everything themselves. You're going to be like, how bad do you need some money? Like, you're going to feel horrible for them. Like, you wash your own dishes and clothes, cook. Stuff like that, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm tired of being like, what's for dinner? Certain stuff like that, yeah, we can hurry this process along. And another, like when I go to and everybody else, when you go to fast food, keep it real. Do you want to see humans outside of Chick-fil-A? I trust the niggas at Chick-fil-A. And I ain't even been to Chick-fil-A in a while because I seen something scroll. You know, we scroll. I seen something with one of the Muslim brothers and he called it like death fillet. He called it some crazy shit. So I was like, I'm backing up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm no health guru, but you try to make better choices where you can. But when I I like their customer service and that I know that they're being paid decently for what they're doing. So they're just a lot less likely to lift your lid and hack two of your shit or whatever could happen. There's places, I don't know about y'all, I be keeping track. There's places if I smell somewhere, see somewhere in that restaurant, dead to me. Ain't no second chances, not playing around at all. At all. I'm not finna give you the chance. I got food poison one time as a kid. I almost said the name of the restaurant. I don't, and they're still around, but I know it was you. I would stand up in court in front of God, whatever. I know it was you because this ain't gonna put them. Y'all don't know. It was a Chinese restaurant, so narrow that down. A Chinese restaurant, yo, and it was Mongolian beef, and I had some, and I remember to this day, it just tasted different. It didn't have that Mongolian. It tasted almost like soap. That's all I remember. It almost tastes like soap. And I ate it like normal. And I remember I went off and my stomach just never settled. Next thing you know, sweating, throwing up, just craziness. I'd never been that sick my whole life, and I remembered it to this day. That was probably close to 3 decades ago. That's how old I am. But yeah, for real. That was a long, long time ago, and I still remember it. So I don't play with that. I'm the person around here, I'm reading labels, I'm looking at reviews. When I walk in the restaurant, smell weird in here. Keep that shit. I'll do that. I'll do that. Or like one time I was in a Burger King drive-through. Girl was getting my food. It was winter. Everybody's shit running. You know what I'm saying? You're all human, I guess. And she went and hit her shit up. And I saw it drug like a cheese pull. I said, oh no, hell. I got so fucking mad because I skirted off on my own shit. Whole family meal. I was like, fuck, there ain't no way you handed me that. And I'm like, it's all good. So in that way, bring on the robots. As soon as they say this is an all robot Burger King or this or that, that's the one I'm fucking with. That's it. That's the only one I'm gonna fuck with. I can't wait. A lot of things like that. Talk like humans, we cool when we cool, but for a lot of stuff, it's like, man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you touching my shit. Like, and say you don't be on the same. There's some people like all that. Some people just love human interaction. Not so much. Not especially not when it comes to food and like when I'm trying to get a ride somewhere and I'm probably trying to get a ride because something happened with my whip or something else. I'm really not in the mood. And you in here, how you doing? I go, I hate small talk. I'm sorry. It's like, why are we doing this? We're just doing it to fill the air. I heard one time when you small talk, it's what is it? A sign of insecurity. And I could see that. For real, for real. So yeah, I don't mess with that. But nobody slid in here with me, but it's all good. When y'all do see this, leave it in the comments what you thought of the fight, if you got to see it, all that good stuff. If you would watch Mike again, or if it's over for you too, if you would done deal with it too. So, but I'm gonna get up out of here in a minute. I hope everybody that catch this is doing well. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Check out some other videos on the channel. Definitely. I'm trying to post more. I'm trying to do more. We got to grow this thing, man. We got to get it up. For real, for real. You know the craziest shit I saw? I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is part of why I went live, too. I seen a waffle, my nigga. WAFFLE. A waffle like breakfast food. Just the waffle was stand and falling. Stand and falling. And this nigga was like getting crazy subs and went up like 50K. I was like, what? For a waffle just being oh, I gotta start doing better. I gotta do more. So this is what we on. I might react to some stuff sometimes, but the reaction gonna be like this. We gonna be watching it together like this, and then I'm gonna be like, "You see that shit or whatever?" We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. So, but I will see y'all soon. Have a great day. All that good shit. Peace.